Shooting guards.
For baller.
And you know what you're allowed to have? That.
Opinion.
You're allowed. Who the fuck is the? I hate those cats that will be like, "Are you serious?" Yeah, I'm dead ass serious and shit. And I don't even really need to give you an explanation because it is my opinion and shit to be like.
But that I got explanations for D-Wade. D-Wade did that. He made it where we can come up because his rookie year in Miami, he got overshadowed. Right then, that's when I started paying attention because he balled out of control, bro. Miami went from being like one of the most boo-booest teams ever to immediately his rookie year, like going to the playoffs. Yeah, bro, it's genetic. It's genetic, bro. Even when I saw the Olympics thing, they said they went on this drought of scoring or whatever. This motherfucker came in with him to make sure they got that goal. Like they wouldn't go through that drought.
I always wondered too, like if what the USA basketball correlates to say.
Who's coming? Yeah.
No, not who's coming, but so Tyrese Halliburton is that much better of a basketball player. He went through the trenches with the USA basketball. All them niggas that seem to go through USA basketball, like Booker, when he went through, he was a way better. Like I don't know if it's just like with that and shit. Like the certain cats that go and play like for they homes, like Wembanyama's gonna be a beast.
A monster now.
A beast. That nigga. They put like 25, 30 pounds on that nigga of just not like, hey, eat some cheeseburgers, something, you know what I'm saying? Like get away from like croissants and whatever, friendly weed and cheese and different coffees and shit, you know. Get out of here with all that shit. Eat you some Texas. Eat you some Texas barbecue, motherfucker. Eat a lot of that shit too. Bulk up a little bit and shit.
I have better barbecue though.
He's gonna be
Arizona barbecue.
Yeah, I wholeheartedly agree.
Because when I watch the shows when they say, because when I really got into it, before I got into it, as far as like what everybody else does and what region is on, I was already doing my own dry rubs, my own sauces, my different ways. One of the chicks that my high school sweetheart, Darnetta, her dad was showing me how to like smoke shit in the ground.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? So it was like, I was learning from, this is all high school, junior high, you know what I'm saying?
The banana leaves.
Yeah.
You can find real banana leaves out there and shit. And like, I watched those videos how them cats, I don't know, the Hawaiians, how the Hawaiians be smoking whole pigs and shit. They put it underground and shit. Let alone if they got out, they could put it on the.
We need to go to a luau, right?
A luau, yeah.
Invite us to
the fucking Hawaiians be. And they will cook for an army.
You gotta smoke weed though, obviously. If you can't smoke weed and eat at a luau, we won't be able to.
It's kind of strange. You're like, well, you're just gonna miss out on opportunities to do that shit. But that shit just makes me feel more comfortable when I'm in my element. Because if not, it's
not possible.
No, this is so grand to me because this is my shit. You know, I love my shit. I work with my ass off. She's gone now. She went to go get our son, but so we could. It was okay. Damn near confessional time. And I rarely. It's kind of weird that I'm gonna actually share it. I don't even care if this is because. So I used to date this black chick. Her name is Ashley. I'm gonna tell you this is not how she fucked this all up, but when I finally got around to meeting her sister and brother-in-law, we drove way the fuck out, like toward where the fuck you live. She was on Lower Buckeye and Jackrabbit.
Yeah.
Like so, where the prison is, where Perryville is, just
right there,
fucking south.
Yeah.
And but we pulled up to. I'm like, damn, your sister lives here. It's like, yeah, her and her husband, they doing pretty well for themselves. Walk in, I'm like, holy shit, this place is nice and clean. It's clean as fuck. Every single, it was them two and their three boys. They all had matching PJs for this Christmas, like, we were doing like some kind of Christmas thing, like over there, like white elephant kind of deal. They had some drinks, like I could chill out back, smoke weed. It was all cool, you know what I'm saying? Like they know. They were like anxious to meet me and shit. And I was like kind of nervous, but I was like, chocolate motherfucking thunder, baby. What you talking, nigga? What? You can put me anywhere, and I look. Ooh, who is that guy? Who's that guy? And shit be like, well, I was just being me, doing what I do and shit. Ended up having the time of my life. But how they had their structure, the family, like their way of how whatever the fuck, and it almost seemed like it was Terrence. He was running shit, and it was like, but he was piggybacking off Tiffany,
Right.
because Tiffany ran that motherfucking house and shit. That was her motherfucking shit. And her name was Ashley. That was her sister. And I was like, it's such a beautiful thing to see such a beautiful family.
Right.
Like, I want this, but I knew that, like, maybe in reality she probably didn't want no kids. Like, to have like May say me that, she would have given me my black chapel too. Like, I know my kids, like a nappy, super nappy headed son of a bitch. Yeah, super nappy headed son of a bitch. But I kind of caught that like kind of vibe and shit. And I was like, I already got too many kids as it is and shit like that. Like running up another fucking baby mama and shit. Like, whew, Lord, no, and like seeing some other shit to be like, oh, you create these homes and you just kind of leave them and shit. Like, no, you can still be prevalent, very prevalent in your kids' lives and shit, and do what's necessary for them and still give them their fucking space.
Right.
Yeah. Cool, especially you got teenagers,
Yeah.
So do I, boy, I tell you. Oh, man. So if you ain't got no teenagers,
Oh,
it don't get no easier.
Oh, he won that. I apologize. That is insane. I hope they show that. Did you see him run to the end of the court?
Nope.
He hit it between his legs.
Direct TV got them a rewind on this. Shouts out to U.S. Tennis. And what are we talking here? The U.S. Open.
Okay, right here, stop. No, this exchange is insane.
Ooh.
Look all the way back. Look what he does.
Between the leg. Oh, ran up. Oh.
And wins the point.
Bink. The slicer.
That's crazy.
In the cat up top, he a brother.
Oh, that's horrible. I mean,
he's not bad. I think his name is Blake Shelton. But he's that goofy kind of
Black.
Yeah, like.
Are we being stereotypical?
No, because because there's way different levels to being light brights. That we know this. Cinnamon toast crunch to table butter to like caramel that's been kind of cooked a little bit more, and they got like darker feet stuff. And you're like, what, your mama? What? No, man, you got full Negro like Bobby's son Jordan, Chris's kid. Looks like a nigga. He looked like a nigga. He just looked like a light-skinned nigga. It's crazy. But I seen some kids that been black and white, and they got like the beautiful hair, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like flowy, bro. It's so gnarly, bro. Dude, it's like insane, dude. And I'm like, my son, he's a Latino, and he's so lucky.
Right.
He's so lucky. He can make chimichangas with spare ribs in them. You feel me? Like pulled pork, fucking burritos and shit.
So I can make ramen noodles.
Yeah.
With anything.
Well,
I think I'm gonna start frying them.
Frying the noodles first?
It's a thing. They have restaurants called noodle restaurants.
I've never had pho. And I know that's the way you say it.
That's the fake food though. Right?
It's just fucking soup.
Oh, it's soup.
Yeah,
that's
they got
what
like
it is?
Yeah, it's got meat in it and it's got an
so it's
egg.
stew.
Yeah, and they got the big funky fucking spoon on it and shit. Pho. But it's spelled pho. But you say pho.
Pho.
Pho. Not
Please repeat.
Not pho.
Pho. You remember?
Like fuck. That's what it. I was about to say there. See, look at. So that's his dad right there with the black hat.
Tiger Woods.
Ish. You know, he might be like Panamanian or something. They all look like that when they got that kind of
and
shit.
now he drilling this nigga because everybody was talking shit. Yeah, okay, he black.
Yeah, he got Negro tendencies to him. You could tell. You know,
he started talking shit. All right. Oh, okay. He got a little swag. Never mind.
That's what I'm saying. He got the.
We just mistook his outfit. That's what it was. In the hair, in the flow.
In the hair. See the hair. You see the hair.
I see the hair. I think it just got an AC.
And it would be worse for me because I'd be dripping all over the damn place. At least he's got that weird mop on the top of his shit to kind of catch all that. Because and playing tennis for like 3, 4, 5 hours, I ain't got that in me no more.
No more.
I think I may have had that in high school and I lost that back in
all
high
right.
school.
Do you remember who used to play tennis in high school?
Just a fuck for me and Mark Gazier.
Aaron, do you remember Aaron?
Aaron, white boy?
No, the black gay guy.
Oh, Aaron Williams.
Yes.
He would scream
Yes!
He would scream.
I always thought he was going to go to the like pros. I was like, this is gonna be so funny. I'm gonna see this guy on TV. So making that noise.
He was like RuPaul back then.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like he didn't give a fuck. He didn't give not one or two fuck. You knew this nigga was gay as fuck. He was gay as fuck, and owned it. Owned that shit. What with the lip gloss, super glossy, and
yeah.
tell you something, motherfucker. We'll scratch your eyes out and shit. I'm like, no, I was cool with Aaron. We was
cool.
Always cool, man. Oh shit.
And he always thought I was gonna talk shit to him. I'd be like, bro.
No.
Like I got jokes. I'm not gonna make fun of your sexuality.
No, man.
Shut up.
No. We and at least you are like for back then, like if anybody was gay and they really were to hide it and shit, and they're like
yeah,
hell
roast
no.
What on you? Yeah.
Hell no, this motherfucker.
I used to go through the men's locker room like that's that gay shit. Like
no, because it was not like how socially accepted it. Like even 10, 15 years ago, how way more how it is nowadays. Like
right.
The Pride Parade would have been something small. You would not have really heard about it. You would have had to known about it. Somebody would have had to tell you that to go to like Charlie's or something. Certain like circles of people would know about these. They would maybe get in the news or
right.
You know what I'm saying. Nowadays, this shit, you can't. They're blocking all this off. They got a whole fucking festival for this kind of like. Come on. And then that's nationwide about that kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? So that shit ain't going nowhere. That shit ain't going nowhere. That shit ain't going nowhere. And we're just saying that like how in the belief in a person that like I don't give a fuck, I'm gonna own this and shit. This is exactly who the fuck I am. I'm not gonna hide it. I'm not gonna. And that was in the 90s. That was in the 90s in high school. You know how bad you got roasted if you didn't come off to be like, I will literally cut your ass in half and shit. You think
I don't know all the stuff he went through. Like from our perspective, maybe since he might have had respect from us, but who knows what
he was really going through and who was really like
trying to press that issue.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Because not everybody's gonna leave you alone in the 90s.
Because that's you bring that up now. Yeah, I wonder. He had to be hard. Yeah.
You had to maneuver different back then to be Now, honestly, think about it. You would have had to don't get it fucked up.
Right.
I will fuck you up. And in your head, you're like, bitch, I'm like alpha. You know what I'm saying? And get your ass whooped. And a bunch of people watch that shit.
Secret, though. This is a secret. I have a secret law, all right, code, where I won't fight anybody of the LGBTY community. Because if I win, they expected me to. And I might be viewed as a wood. If I lose, bro.
It's not.
I always walk away. I find a way out of it every fucking time.
Yep. I will get my eyes scratched out. Yep. All that good. Like I don't even know why you'd even want to get that kind of energy because my brother was gay. My brother Kelvin was gay. No way on hell. So it was one of the things. So it was like, if you were to make fun of him like in front of me, literally you would wake up and the doctor would be like, "Oh my God, you finally came too," and you'd be like. All I remember is getting hemmed up, and next thing I woke up and I see you, Dr. Gomez. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you apparently got choked out bad for saying some very inappropriate things or something like that. And would you like to press charges and shit? Type deal. I'd have hurt somebody for my brother Kelvin. Yep.
So that's the flip side of it too.
Yeah.
Well, my brother is bisexual or gay or
That's their life. Who the fuck are you?
But I don't know. I never worried about that for him. I never got that type of. Nobody came at me, I guess, and said shit either. Like, "Oh, your brother," you know what I mean? Like, because there's times I'll be like, "Yeah, he's gay." I mean, I didn't care. Like when he told me, yeah, exactly. It was like,
okay.
And to be honest, no surprise. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
been known.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
thank you for finally saying something.
Like,
that's how that worked out for you and
yeah,
shit. Because you think we're not gonna be brothers no more?
Right, that's how I kind of felt. Like I didn't know what reaction he was expecting. Because you're right there. I'm happy you brought that up too because he was kind of like shocked and surprised. Like, oh, that's it. You don't gotta do it.
Yeah, I think a lot of people that figured their family would be the first ones to turn their motherfucking back on you and shit because you're like, look, I don't even know. And say if I came out to a bunch of other people and shit and then got around back to y'all, And I didn't even have enough guts to tell y'all straight up to y'all face that this is me. Like, not even like it or love it or leave it or no type of shit, but this has been me for the longest time. And I had to maybe kind of weirdly drop some hints and shit, like every now and then, like Hardy Har and shit. But yeah, I can't live behind that kind of shit, no more and shit. And that, you know, we're not even. How about this? How about I take that truth out of just not even that anything like that. It's so hard for people to do that shit. To like, look, I have cancer. Look, you know what I'm saying? I think that's a different one because you need support for that type of shit. Or like, I seen the homies like make a play on your lady, or you know what I'm saying? Like, who? Then they'd be like, oh, that's not my business. That's just not my business. You know what I'm saying? I just kind of kept it pushing, just let you know, hey, yeah. I wouldn't even let you know that your lady shifty and shit like that. You'll eventually find out and shit like that. Or the people that make the move.
I'd rather have the homie that's gonna tell me.
Yes. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? To be like, yeah, man, ain't no major moves being made this way to shit, but I seen them being made the other way. So, yeah, and that's all no hate shit to be like, so if you don't believe me, bam, there's a receipt to that type of shit. Cause you know how some niggas like be messy like that. So that's where some females be talking that shit. Be like, so you like to be messy and involved in that kind of shit and you mind your own motherfucking business. There's a weird balance to this.
Yeah.
There's a weird balance to
I was trying to explain to somebody the other day the balance between like being like messy and being like dirty, like, cause like at first I was like anti-gossip. Now I gossip, but I know how to do like the where I'm not messy, but I'm messy, but I'm not dirty at all. Like I don't put people down. And the minute people like try to put somebody down, either I'll, like especially if I deal with that person.
Yeah, dead that shit.
Yeah, I'll dead it.
Dead that shit.
Yeah. Because then I don't want to be the person to explain why they was comfortable saying it around me.
I think a lot of people get real comfortable with that shit and then they're looking for it and then they only go to seek this type of shit and then their whole life revolves around it and shit. And then they wonder when it's on them, when it's they turn.
Right.
Oh God. Oh God. No, that's not how that works out. There's no victim to be played now and shit, because that was the bed, and I think it looks like it was Thorn-made bed. Where did we lay down in that motherfucker? That roll around in that motherfucking shit. Have a ball up in there. Yeah. Shit, fuck that. Yep.
So what do you think about wasted movement? Like you were saying a chef's perspective, or?
Yes. So I would have all of my ingredients set up and be like, so in my head I would need them all, right? But to really get it done, I only need like this, and this, and this, and this. So I'm gonna make it happen with just this and shit. I don't really need the rest of the shit. The rest of it looks appealing and shit. So that's the first step, to me. Like all right, boom. Now I'm gonna get to work on it. Every stroke, like one. It's going to take this much to get through this. It's going to take this much to get through like this. It's going to take this much to get through that. I know however many steps it's going to take for me to get through this. So that I'm not like, oh, and in the process of getting this done, I start to wonder and do this. No, let me not waste the movement of doing this yet because I haven't got this accomplished. Let me just focus and get this shit done. So it's big on me. Even with like my work that I do, it's repetitive. I set it all up the same. I do everything, and I just work on not wasting movements because it's time. Time is money, especially in the work, because I can be on your job for like 10 minutes, right? 10, 15 minutes, and charge you 2.5 hours. But the longer I'm there, like, fucking with shit or talking to people unnecessary or anything that's not like literally get there, get this, get that, do this, do that, clean this, put it all away, jump in my truck, leave. Right. Yes, I'm big on that kind of shit. So no wasted movements when I'm even in decision making on, all right, this is what I got to do and shit, and I know how to do this and I know how to get it done very efficiently. I'm even trying to find steps to do it even more efficient, to waste even less steps to do this shit.
Every time, so you're saying like every year, every time process, your everyday process, your work process, you're already.
It's a good thing to have too, to be like, so that I'm not because I can get scatterbrained. I think that can be for like anybody that like you want to try to do a bunch of things at once and you don't even really. You might get them all done. It might just take longer than if I just did this one thing and bang it the fuck out. I've been learning to do that.
Right.
Just bang one fucking thing out, bang this out, than to try to spread it all, because then I might forget, and I don't. And then I end up here chilling and shit. I forgot I had to go do this and shit. Even moving trash cans to the fucking curb, like coming from work and shit. But oh yeah, we like to wait a little bit until we have to take some trash out and shit. Sometimes I'll take it out, then we fill up the one in the back. I put that into the new. It already fills that one up halfway. Not smart. Getting. So it's still even a learning process with my monkey ass.
Well, it's not, because even what you said right there, it's a lot.
No, because it helps me, like, so what it is my kids, that they can easily get scatterbrained like that.
Everybody is. If
they don't see, they're like, all right, cool. So we're gonna focus in on this. So Sunday we're going fishing. I don't like fish. You like fish?
Yeah.
Love fish, right?
Yeah.
And so the kids are getting bites like left and right, which is dope. I want them to actually experience catching a fish. The fish we'll go back. Tina, we'll go back and we'll go get these little catfish and carp, but they want fish tanks.
Keep
the fish and put the fish in the fish tank. They already had a name. I forgot one had a super black name, Quartavius or something like Quantavius. And then the baby wants to name.
They wanted to name their fish.
Rocky. My son wants to name his fish Rocky, and then my daughter wants to name her fish Roxanne.
So did they know the goal of fishing was to eat the fish, or that was?
No, if we caught something big, they were like, no. Especially if I took my mama with us and shit, they'd be like, Charlie is dinner. They're like, you already got a name for the fish, Nan? And she'd be like, basic Charlie. They're all Charlies. If they're about this big, that's you get a fillet about that big off, two of them off that motherfucker right there. Dinner. She's like, so.
For them, it's just more of the experience.
Yes, so they can catch fish. My mom is more of the animalistic, like, put it in the frying pan, like on the side of the damn shit.
Right, but it's innocent how they literally thought they were catching one to bring.
My kids would pass the fuck out. they
I gotta eat that.
My mom would chop the fucking catfish head off, looking dead at them. Chop their head off. Catfish still wiggling around. Kids are.
But our kids have quite the palate. They will eat
They'll
salmon.
eat catfish and salmon and trout.
I don't think they realize.
What the process is, I knew my mom
we
come take them
give
back
them,
into reality
right,
to be like,
right.
I'm going to show you the circle of life and how this works, how we are higher on the food chain. Then the kitty cat's down there being greedy. And now look at them, look at them all battered up. Look at them, just all right in the oil. Look at them. Golden retrievers. Golden retriever, that's what we call them.
Yeah.
When they come up,
golden. Looking.
Yo, boy, the cornbread. I ain't going to tell you how I do cornbread. Ooh, there's this new way to do cornbread. I really don't hot water cornbread, but
you don't like hot?
No, don't get it twisted. I said I don't make it. I just don't make it all that often and shit. But if I want to and shit, no, please, nigga. You kidding me? Hot water cornbread, why?
I ain't like no good cornbread in a minute. I didn't think you could mess up cornbread, but people can mess up.
You can mess up cornbread, especially people who think they know how to make. Well, so we like cornbread kind of sweet.
That's easy, yeah.
Well, because I know people that like cornbread kind of bland and shit, and they're like, oh no, I don't like it all sweet. And I'm like, I don't know, that's just not me. That's not me. Gotta
sugar or any sugar.
Some sugar in there, some honey in there, some butter.
Yeah, and that's what's crazy when I see people make cornbread without mixing in butter.
Make sure you put all that in the fucking shit. Yeah, that's crucial shit. Like making that bland ass shit. That's like getting the macaroni and cheese from the Great Value brand that you can eat kiddies and shit. And you serving it to folks and shit. And I'm like, what? No. I know people who cook like that, and they, They chefing it up, and they put a little ground beef in there. Now they, ooh.
That is something.
They don't cook. So I'll be trying to get my kids to learn how to cook. They don't want to do it. My son said he wants to be a chef, and I'm like, you want to learn how to cook? I'll teach you how to cook. It should be the next little thing. Like, so you don't be afraid of grease popping. That's a big thing. You need a little grease to hit you.
It stings.
It's you know how it always do that shit. And then you know what else kids need to do? They need to open up the biscuit thing. You don't say nothing to that. Hey, go get the biscuits in the fridge and open it up and shit. And they be like,
Well, a little when it pops.
they bust on their ass. They don't even know. Ooh, shit, what? Why didn't you say something like, because I did it, motherfucker. Now you know. When you open that, then they're all waiting for it to happen, and it don't happen. Like, of course, it's not gonna happen. Boom, and then it happens and shit. I'm like, that's the best time for it to happen, right there. Yes, sir. I can tell you about a bunch of shit that's like, oh, that was a bad move. That was a bad. In my head, I should have just jumped here, did this, and went there. But now I'm gonna take this route. I'm gonna stop here. No, and last time that I went here, it was gonna be a little iffy if I was gonna be getting what I needed and shit. So I go in there and I'm like, well, maybe nobody wants them. Everybody wants them out here and shit because they ain't got them there. So I'm like, well, fuck. How do you go to a Circle K and not get motherfucker?
What do you think about Edo Portal? The guy I showed you.
Well, no, that's somebody's mind that works like that.
Mm-hmm.
That is a firm believer in whatever the fuck he radiates off. Like,
yeah, that's crazy.
How magnetic it is into who it really reaches.
Yeah.
That's what's more like. I've never heard of this dude, and I'm like, yeah, you pull in the dude that he pulled in with the tattoos on his chest and shit. You know what I'm saying? And like, be able to inspire.
So you don't like Conor McGregor?
Well, no. I'm not saying that. I don't like Conor McGregor.
Why did you say the dude with the tattoos?
Well, no. I'm just like, that was probably the most like, for just to see that's probably not even the most well-known person that's worked with this dude. But
right.
but like for that video, like that cat in the video and shit. Oh yeah, man. Like, it would be inspiring enough to even somebody of that caliber. You can imagine if it like regular people who he would work with and shit, let alone like that's and how it reaches the masses like that, about how it could somehow like not empower you.
No, it does, and it is crazy how he works with everybody. Like, that is insane. Like,
yeah,
it could be a 9-year-old, like some clip. It was like some kid in the same class with some old person with an athlete. So it's like,
yeah, how that stroke that he got worked for other folks,
right?
Because we know that different strokes for different folks and shit. How it's that's almost like the fabric and glue to, like, to everything to me. Because I'm like, I think difference is great.
Yeah.
Like, honest to God, I really think it is. And if we all had the same mentality and we all had unless it was like working towards like our own community, we had our own community. Yeah.
And that's and I'm happy that's brought up, because if we don't have a progressive idea, it's boring. If we're all thinking about how we could be productive, nobody wants to do that. Oh, what can we do next to straighten this? Bro, the shit we got's gonna work, we just gotta implement it. Like you said, if we're thinking about how just to evolve or make things better, or
yeah, even for like yourself, the world can be going and it can always be moving, because it's always gonna be moving, and then you find your shit.
Yeah,
this is my shit.
Your way, like, yeah.
This is my, you know what I'm saying? And I don't infringe. That's a big thing. Mm-hmm. I'm not out to preach this shit to nobody. I'm only talking about me. Only me and mine. Right. That's my concern. That's about it. The rest that's just for the fucking birds. And if you can't keep that kind of energy, then wasted movements in life right there. Dwelling, spinning in the same zone.
Oh, now that's another good point.
Yeah.
Can you have a wasted moving thought? And, well, you're explaining this here.
Big time. And I think it's a plague more than anything, because Yeah, shit's going
So
back.
what he's saying is, if you're in your thought too long, it becomes a waste of thought.
Yes. So case in point, I got some buddies at work. Shit, they're like, oh, it's slow right now. I go, it always is. I'm like, it's part of it. But like, how you move during it, you actually appreciate it. You just haven't been working long enough to actually appreciate it because you got bombarded out of the gate with some shit,
Right.
with some work, some big hours, big check, big monies and shit. And then the slow time, you're like already looking for other opportunities elsewhere and shit to be like, that's fine and dandy. That's fine and dandy. Some people like to work. They like to be in motion to be working like that and shit. Me, I'm a little different and shit. I have found the angle of how to get the money, and I still have to get outside and get it. You know what I'm saying? But they've learned the more efficient way of getting, and I tell them too, if you start me at this time, back to back to back, I want the work. I don't like sitting around. I don't.
Right.
I really don't. Because that time that I'm sitting around, I could be working somewhere else, doing exactly what the fuck I do, getting closer to get the fuck back home, so that I can cool out, go swimming with my daughter. And she's going to school next week. Thank God. Poor teacher don't know when she about to get. Ooh, the little personality that's come. Ooh, Scarlett Aaliyah is coming. She's coming. Oh my God.
Yeah, she's a tiny reincarnated Rosie Perez. Okay?
Ball.
If you don't know who Rosie Perez is, you need to look her up because that bitch is a shit. And she's sassy as fuck. And she gonna run that class.
She ain't gonna run shit. What up? Right in her little face. I'm gonna get calls. So, your daughter called the teacher a heifer.
It's a term we use very loosely in the
I
house.
would call everybody a heifer. Heifer this, heifer that. You know,
My
everybody.
great grandma used to call it like,
But it's dope though. It's like finally the last one going, getting the fuck about. You know.
yeah.
So it's cool. She's gonna come home with her little stories of like what's gonna be happening with school, and it's kind of cool. Like to kind of go through it. I really don't want to and shit, but
No, you do.
but I
I'm
get some.
excited for the piece.
Oh yeah, there's not gonna be.
Mommy, Daddy, I need
Yeah.
Daddy Master Chocolate.
More time for schoolwork and
But it's good though. It's good. I think structure like that. I'm not saying necessarily what the fuck they're teaching them all in school is all that. They should have a bunch of different things and some life skills in there because we all know that trigonometry, unless you're a mathematician, that's gonna it's not. Is that working for you? No, not.
I don't know how we got to trigonometry from the child being in peace at home. I don't know.
Well, no. Well, what she's gonna be learning in school.
Trigonometry and kindergarten? That's what they do?
No. What I'm saying is the shit that they're learning in school. Cool, but what it correlates to like real life, like what is. Unless you.
So you were referring to the Little Wayne line
Which one?
about trigonometry when he made that math face, because that's what I was thinking of. He was like, no, baby, mess with my figures and get this. I would put it up to trigonometry.
I'm gonna have to fucking hear it because I fucking Wayne like that and shit.
Look it up.
But anyways, like for the peace end of it is, yeah, there's 8 hours of somebody dealing with that. So then her and her brother, her sister, all other sisters, gone. Home.
so peace.
Quiet.
What's this trigonometry?
There's the math on that is all this substituting these fucking kids to fucking school.
Equals peace.
Equals peace.
Okay.
God. Can go and do anything. You ain't gotta worry about they be in
No.
school.
Nobody knocking at the door when it's
Mommy and
adult
daddy time. What are you doing? None of that.
Why does the bed look like that? Mind your business.
Peace and quiet. Not so quiet, but peace.
Trigonometry.
It's got next week. Next week, the day she's in there counting the days like she's in prison and shit. Like she's waiting. She's like,
she's ready. Yeah.
She's ready to go to
She's
school.
ready, then there's times where she's like, I don't want to go to school. And I'm
Too-
like,
Too
tough.
bad. Too bad.
You're going.
You going? Yeah. I don't want to go to school. Mommy's gonna have to sit in the classroom because I damn
No,
no.
hell no, I ain't sitting nowhere. She told him, what are you gonna do without mommy? And what did she tell you?
I'm gonna breathe.
And she has to hold her hand up.
I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna stay calm. I'm gonna focus on the teacher. I said, wait a minute. What are you, 30?
Right.
And you're going for a big job interview or some kind of no, you are going to Head Start. I'm gonna breathe.
I'm gonna breathe.
She's setting herself up for success.
Right.
So she should be wearing like a romper or something with her bag right here and like fake glasses.
We already know she gonna look fabulous,
Oh my
okay?
God, because of
with
my
your mother.
God. You got like one of them
Fabulous Gigi.
overzealous moms that just be, she love her grandbabies and shit. So she be lacing my daughter with all this shit. But it's like, I will survive. You know, but we'll take it. We'll take it. Because mom be shopping at the Goodwill. She get the Goodwill find.
Well, it's called vintage. That's the fashion.
Old shit that's been worn with dookie stains in their drawers and shit and holy
Vintage
socks
is
and
back. Okay. Everybody
Outta
be
here.
thrift shopping, repurposing.
shit. I do buy my work pants from fucking Goodwill. I'm not gonna lie, cause yeah, there's no way I'm gonna ruin my good
I
pants.
go vintage shopping.
They say that.
I'm big into that.
I mean, you never know what you get.
I found a pair of Jordans
There's
at
some treasures up
yeah,
there.
and this cat was looking at him. I looked down at his feet. He's wearing like a size 10. I go home. He's not even close to the 14 that I wear, and I pick him up and I go, "Fuck out of here." Walked in right up to the register. It said $24.99. I could not believe it. I said, "This is." I still have the J's to this day.
I mean, they don't
Are we
sell-
talking Ross? Oh, go ahead.
Oh, no. But
No.
they don't sell paraphernalia, but they do got some weed treasures in there. I found a few smoke shirts and whatnot.
Yeah.
Very tempted
Oh,
to
yeah.
buy it for you, but they were like,
Schmedian?
yeah.
Oh man.
The guys in their
I can't do that. Oh man, I don't wear my clothes all tight. She's too bulge and all that shit. No,
But I
man.
like the bulge.
No, be like going out in public all like that shit. I know them cats like to wear them little biker little shorts with they little hoochie daddy joints with the thighs
Like the guy
showing
who
and
went
shit.
and got
There's
tacos.
guys like that at the gym.
They don't. If you're not wearing the compression joints like underneath, with they're like no man, it just. Ugh. They be running and what are you doing? You practice for a marathon? What is this marathon season?
Well, it's because all the females that are there.
Oh, they just junk
No,
watching.
They're not
That's-
there for the females.
They're junk
I'll
watching.
clarify that. The Speedo wearing motherfuckers are LGBT.
Oh, we talking
community.
like Speedo wise. Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh,
To me,
my
when I
God.
see them wearing like even the tight pants like that are, and they cut up short right here, whatever.
Yeah.
To me, they're sus.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, why
They're
you-
always focused on their workout buddy, and when he's working out, putting the hand in the chest,
He said sus.
and I'll be like, okay, they training for the league or something.
They traded for the league.
You know what I mean? Because they're serious.
The RuPaul league? What? What league we? I don't know.
I don't know either.
Man. But I know what you're talking about. The
Yeah.
funky little shirts they got. They always got. And they always got they Kool-Aid and they shit. It's just powdered and yeah, I'm ready. You know, I got my pre-workout shit. And I got that money.
Let me check this for. Oh shit, that's a. Oh,